Welcome to Biz Coach and Coffee, where our guests are experts, entrepreneurs, coaches, and consultants that share tips, strategies, and tactics to help small business entrepreneurs grow their business for long-term success. Please welcome your host, Biz Coach Steve Feld.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Biz Coach and Coffee. We have another great guest with us today. Ashley Barnett is an expert blog management and content creator. She works on a whole bunch of financial sites, and she also has a great company called Hit Publishing. I'm going to let her talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ashley. Thanks for being with us, Ashley.
Hello, thank you. Happy to be here.
Great. Well, let's get to know you. So tell us, exactly what you do. I know the introduction does a little justice, but let's hear it from you. What do you do and who do you serve?
Yeah. So I work with personal finance blogs to create the best content on the internet. My site Hit Publish teaches bloggers how to create better content for their blogs.
So I know we have a lot of small business owners, solopreneurs, and the one question I actually do hear from a lot of business owners who even been in business for years, what in the heck is a blog?
Yeah. So, for people outside of the industry, it is not what you think of when you hear the word blog, right? It's not like somebody in their mom's basement just talking about their life. That's how they started for sure. And when you hear like blogging's dead, that's what people are talking about. Blogging is absolutely not dead. If you Google something and you click on a link, 99% chance that's a blog that you're reading. So think of them more as like magazines, online magazines, and they are run very, very similar, right? We have articles, you have advertisers, you have readers. It's the same model. It's just online.
Now, can any business owner, no matter what size, could they start blogging? And how can they start blogging?
Absolutely. Well, you have to have your site set up so that you have a place where you can blog. Most people use WordPress. If you don't know how to do that, you can certainly hire somebody to set that up for you. And then you want to write content. You want to write articles that your target audience that helps your target audience, that answers the questions that your target audience is asking. Super great if you want to answer those really basic questions that you wish every client that came to you already knew. Those are the questions that your potential clients are going to be asking, and you're going to prove your expertise and your knowledge, and you'll help them before you ever even meet them. So they come to you already warmed up, already with some kind of relationship with you. You've already helped them before they even get on a call with you.
Nice. It's kind of like a FAQ page, but more personal touch, and gives the people a little bit more of your knowledge, your expertise, versus those short little snippy answers that you see on most FAQ pages, right?
Yeah. So, great topics really are: what do you wish every client knew that came to you? What are the questions that you answer every single time you start with a new client? Those are perfect blog posts.
Yeah. I used to work I had a client who was an insurance agency owner, and he wrote a blog, and he started every blog with, "Did you know?" And he gave away one tip that was actually very, very valuable to his clients. And he shared his knowledge and resources. It wasn't selling anything, just sharing his knowledge. And he had a blast with that blog. And his customers loved the blog because they always responded, "I did not know." And it became a thing. So he posted on many social media sites, and all his people who read the blog always wrote, "I did not know that." And it
did not know
it just blew up. And that was the whole key. And then he turned into a podcast. Did you know this about insurance? And he has a good personality, but I think that could help any business, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. This guy took insurance, which I gotta argue, is one of the most boring topics on the planet. Yeah. And actually had people engaging with his content. That's incredible. I mean, that's amazing. And that's the power of blogging. You can also, I mean, this takes a long time, search engine optimization, like showing up in Google when people are asking questions about your niche, to be able to show up and have them like click over to you, somebody who you've never met, doesn't know you, never heard of you, just find you on Google. That is a huge credibility when you can get that. But yeah, whether you sell physical products, whether you sell services, I mean, no matter what, the people who are going to interact with your business need some kind of education. Like there's stuff to learn in every single industry. So
blogging is basically another marketing form, another PR.
100%. Yes.
And from what you're saying, this can really help someone's business, right?
Yes. Oh, I was going to look up stats and I forgot. There's stats that, companies with a blog get 86% more traffic than companies that don't have a blog.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that, but from my memory, that's the stat. We'll go with it.
Sounds good. I'm impressed right there.
Yeah. I know when you're out networking and you give someone your card, now they can go to your website and see more than just your picture. Right. And it gives you amazing things to share on social media. You kind of mentioned that. But you can write blog posts. Obviously, you can post those on there. You can pull out little bits and post little snippets and little pieces of information. You can turn them into videos if you're comfortable with that. You can and just cut it up into little 1-minute videos. You can share those on TikTok or wherever, Instagram, Facebook. If you have a Facebook group, you can start sharing stuff in there. And just take that one idea, that one piece of content, and you can use it in a ton of different ways on social, because everybody hates social. Nobody wants to do it. So anything we can do to make it easier.
There's so many, you can repurpose everything to save so much time.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, I know, not all businesses are rainbows and unicorns and sparkles. So can you tell us, like, sometimes what you've probably written a blog, or when you started out, it probably wasn't so pretty, but obviously you have overcome it.
Yeah. Blogging takes a really long time. I like the idea of blogging to supplement an existing business. If blogging is going to be the business, I mean, that takes years to even get any traction, because to really make money, blogging takes a very long time. But using it to supplement a business, I'm a big fan of. Some overcoming challenges. Tech is 100% the biggest challenge, I think, that most new bloggers face. So if you have an existing website already, if it's already on WordPress, then you're pretty much good to go. You may need to do some tweaking to get it, so that your blog posts show up on your website, but whoever you use for your tech person should be able to do that pretty easily. If you're not on WordPress, that's all I've ever used, so I can't really advise on that. It probably has a blogging feature though, whatever service you're using. And then after that, it's traffic, right? You got to get people to come and visit your site. Again, if it's blogging as a business, that's completely different. How much traffic you're getting is everything. If you're blogging just to supplement your current practice, then how much traffic you're getting, the numbers matter less than the quality, right? You want to be sending quality people there. And it's also great for like coaches in particular. We've kind of talked about this a little bit the other day. Like you come across people who you can help, but they can't afford to pay you. And so you can't work with them, where having a blog and some free resources gives you a way to stay connected with them and help them for free. And then maybe, they can come back when they're ready, and you're going to be top of mind because you've been in their face the whole time helping them, even for free.
Absolutely. I'm actually working with one of my clients, and they've never blogged before. And they literally said, we have nothing to talk about. Okay. You've been in business 25 years in your industry. You're an expert in your industry, clearly, and you have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
It's like, you have more than you know to talk about. So
yeah, that's why I go back.
Anybody.
Yeah. It really can. Like, go back. What do you say to every single new client? Mm-hmm. You have a little spiel that you go through. These are the things you need to know about this industry. Even, from house painters to financial planners, like everybody, you have, as a customer, there's stuff you need to learn, right? I just got my floors replaced. I know nothing about flooring. I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to learn before I can hire somebody to do my floors. So that is all information that a flooring installer or someone who sells floors could have on their blog. I could educate myself. And then, of course, when I'm ready to purchase, who am I going to buy it from? Right? I'm going to buy it from the person who just helped me learn all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you share like one little simple tip that people can use to like get eyeballs on their blog now that they got it going?
Yeah. I mean, social media is going to be the first, because Google is the other way, and Google does take a long time Google has to learn to trust you and know that you're putting out quality information. So that can take months or even years before that really starts to build. Social media, can happen right away. Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is huge right now. YouTube is another one. It's not a blog technically, right? But it's video. But if you're going to be generating this kind of content, video is a nice way to do it too. All of that will get you eyeballs. When you go on podcasts or promoting your business, anywhere you're promoting your business, you can promote the blog. Right? You already have your website likely on your business card. Now there's actually something there for them to see when they get there, besides just, your location and your phone number.
Exactly. I think we all have something to say to attract more prospects and clients that are in our target market. And this isn't a nice, easy way to do it, to grow your business, is sharing your knowledge.
Yeah.
And it's simple. I think if you can write, even if you're a horrible writer, couldn't you just do it audio and have it transcribed? And nowadays with all the programs, they can clean it up.
Yeah. That's definitely an option, to just kind of just verbally tell all of this information and then give it to transcriptions are tough to read. Transcriptions probably not the way to go as far as a blog post, but you could certainly send that to a writer and they could clean it up and create a blog post for you out of that information. Obviously that costs money, but when you have a topic idea, Google it, find some other articles that are like the one you want to create, and that will give you a great starting point. So you don't have to start from zero. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. The topic has been written about, I promise. Go and find a good example and then get inspiration, right? We're not stealing it. We're just getting inspiration.
And Ashley keeps hitting on a point that I keep preaching all the time. If this is not in your wheelhouse, get someone who it is in their wheelhouse, someone who touches this stuff every day, who's passionate about it, who's knowledgeable. It'll save you so much headache and frustration and time and money. It is worth it. It's just like, if you don't like doing accounting, don't do it. Find someone who loves it. They love it. It's going to save you so much time, headache, and frustration. And it's going to get done right. It'll come out
better. Yeah.
It's going to come out way better than you could do it. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Freelance writers, if anyone's wondering out there, how much they cost, depending on the niche. Obviously, some niches are more expensive. The more knowledge that's required, the more expensive it's going to be. Probably between 5 and 30 cents a word, depending on your niche, for the finished product. So, it can be a lot. That can get very expensive depending on how many you're creating. But if your blog is just supplementing your current business, 2 to 4 blog posts a month is plenty. So you don't have to publish every single day. Yeah. Again, different if the blog is the business, then we're talking about something different. But if it's supplementing a current business, once a week is plenty.
Great. Wait, Ashley, I'm a giver. I like giving stuff, helping small business owners grow, survive, and thrive. I always ask this of my guests: what can you give our listeners to help them in their business on your subject matter?
Yeah. So on my site, I do have a free giveaway, and it's an editing checklist. Mm-hmm. So once you've written your post, you can go through and just kind of just a list of all the things that I look at as I'm editing. Hopefully help you out. I do have a webinar on there too on how to get attention to your blog. That is really geared more towards bloggers who the business is the blog, but the editing checklist should help anybody. And then of course there's tons of free content on there.
Oh, great. Well, we will definitely have those links in the show notes and below. I mean, that's fantastic. And how can people get a hold of you if they're saying, hey, wait a minute, I want Ashley?
Yeah. hitpublish.com. That's my site. I do have a course on there as well. I didn't mention that. It's not free. But if you want to learn how to create a blog post, this is my exact process that I go through and what I teach my editors and my writers. So that is on there as well, hitpublish.com. Contact me through there. Happy to answer any questions that you have.
Excellent. Folks, I don't know if you heard that. It's something she's teaching her people. It's something she teaches people who are her clients. She's there to help you. So if you're looking at blogging, Ashley is the person. We're going to have all her contact information in all the show notes.
Thanks.
Ashley, any final tips you'd like to share with everyone?
I think, well, I kind of already said it, but I'm going to reiterate it. Once you have a topic in mind, like Google that and see what's ranking and what the people who are ranking are doing. The people who are coming up for that search term. Google is saying these are the best articles on the internet for this topic. So those are good ones to model and get ideas from, and and look at their formatting. What headings are they using? How long are the articles? Just stuff like that to start to formulate your blog post. It'll come out a lot better and it'll give you something to work from.
Nice. Well, great. Ashley, thank you for being our guest here today.
Thank you for having me.
And for everyone else, if this was great, please make sure you like us, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. I'd like to say thank you, Ashley. Thank you, everyone. And this is Biz Coach Steve Feld, wishing you and your business much success.
This episode is sponsored by Spotlight Books. Get your expert book completed in 30 days. If you don't have an expert lead magnet book about you and how you serve your market, then visit www.spotlight-books.com. Link is also in the show notes. Put a spotlight on your expertise. We hope you enjoyed today's topic. If you'd like to discuss how you can apply these strategies in your business, let us know. This episode is sponsored by Spotlight Books. Get your own expert book written about you in 30 days. Set yourself apart from the competition. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to give us your comments. We look forward to hearing from you on Biz Coach and Coffee.